welcome to another episode of the show with Natasha Molina. I'm so excited because today I have for you the amazing, the young, the beautiful, talented Carmen DeLeon. Hi, Carmen.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having
So
me.
good. It's a pleasure for me to have you here. Honestly, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, pues aquí en Miami, en verdad han sido unos días muy bonitos y pues aquí disfrutando y haciendo mucha música.
Oh my God, I love to hear it. I really do. Because you've given us so much good music already over the past few months and even recently. Pero primero que nada, before we get into talking about your new hits and everything, I want to let the people know, para los que no saben, Carmen DeLeon, here you are. You started your career very young on The Voice in Spain, right?
Yes, I did. Actually, I've been singing since I was 4. So it's like I've been singing since I was really, really little. My dad always wanted me to be on talent shows and like choirs and like different, kinds of like performance types things and and I've been moving. I've been like I think that yo soy una ciudadana en el mundo. Like I haven't been like living in one place. So it's like I moved from Venezuela to Florida, and then from Florida to Spain, and then from Spain to Mexico, and then from Mexico to Los Angeles, and from Los Angeles to here. And all the time it's been like working on music and everything. So when I went to Spain, I was in a show called The Voice, and when I stepped into that like stage, I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Because like before I only saw it as a dream. Like I just left it as a dream. I wasn't like, I want to do this, like I'm gonna keep working for this. No, like I didn't know. I was just like, oh, it's just a dream. Like, yeah, I wish I could be a singer. And then cuando pisé ese escenario fue como que, yes, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life.
It was just like a one-of-a-kind feeling.
Yes, it was absolutely one of a kind of feeling. It was just like the adrenaline. It was just a different like kind of adrenaline, you know what I mean? It was just like this energy that's not like usual. It's just like you feel that you're someone else. It's like, wow, like I just feel like Carmen DeLeon, not like my other like real name. I was just like, I feel different. Like I just feel like an artist, like a superstar, and I want to feel like this like the rest of my life. So it was just like, wow, yeah.
That's so amazing. I wish I could know how that feels like.
Yeah. It's an amazing feeling. It absolutely is. It is.
And how would you say that being on The Voice at such a young age has shaped you as the artist that you are sitting before me today?
Um, I just feel that like since I was little, I've had that like como extrovertida, like super like bubbly like attitude. So it's like always been super easy for me to be like on stage and perform and like. But like yes, like when I was in The Voice, I learned like a lot because like there were dancers and like coaching and like all these like different types of tips that gave me like more like 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 skills to like be that star that I want to be.
Te dio como la experiencia, the experience of behind the scenes. So you got to know like a little bit of, the ropes and what goes on behind an actual performance, which I think is so necessary for anybody in the entertainment industry. You got to know a little bit of this and a little bit of that,
Yes, 100%.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that we first saw you at such a young age performing on that beautiful stage at The Voice, and now here you are today. You still are putting out music constantly, your own original, but also what I love about you is that you also started, like after The Voice, posting a lot of covers on your YouTube and social media channels, and that's something that you still do today. I wanted to know, why is this so important for you?
I just feel like, I've always been like loving like all different artists. Like I don't have like one special artist that I listen to all the time. So it's like I always wanted to like show people that I can sing different types of genres and different types of like musicians and bands and like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to like, and I also like making videos just like for fun and every time I like learned an instrument, like I wanted to play a song with that instrument, or learn a guitar, I wanted to play a song with that guitar, so and when I signed to Capitol, they're like, you should do more covers, you should do more. So I've been doing that still, like with my music. Like yesterday, like 2 days ago, I posted a cover of a song that I love playing the guitar, you know, it's like still for me it's something supernatural that just comes out, and I love doing.
I love that you still do that. I'm sure your fans do too. And even more so, as you said, Capitol Records, once you signed with them, they wanted you to keep on being you, and they like encouraged it. And that's something so wonderful, because a lot of times, you know, sometimes an artist has to change their image or whatnot a little bit. And you're still so lovely and humble, and you stay true to your roots. And that's just something that I think a lot more artists should, you know, hold with them.
Yes, 100%. Like I told them, like, you're signing me because I'm me, and they're like, yeah, 100%. Like I didn't want to change, and that was like my first thing. Like I was like, I'm not gonna change person. I'm not gonna change hair. I'm not gonna change. It's gonna be me. Like you signed me because it's me, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, 100%. And they've always been super, super, super mega supportive, and I'm really, really grateful.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much, especially being like young. I'm younger too, so sometimes, you know, people, you know, they want to take a little bit of advantage, or sometimes you don't feel like you're big enough to
Like
have
make
that
you older.
voice.
Yeah, and they want to make you feel like older, like we're older, you know, close. And I'm like a girl that doesn't wear like super feminine outfits. Like I'm like, you know, I don't like wearing skirts or like, and I'm super like I'm down to like if I go to like an award show to wear a dress, but I like that like different like como que sorprender, no? Porque like when I'm like in studio or doing like normal kind of things, I like my tomboy kind of look. And when there's these huge award shows, then that's when I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna surprise people with wearing like a super feminine dress, and then that's when I go boom, and it's like just a surprise, like wow, you know, like it's crazy, yeah.
And you just stunt on everybody, and they like don't see it coming. Como tipo Billie Eilish or something. And me too. Look, I'm wearing my hoodie, especially with the frío acá in Nueva York. But like sometimes it's nice to wear a baggy sweater, and sometimes it's nice to throw on a pair of heels and a cute dress. You know, it all depends. Yeah, it just depends on how you're feeling. So I love that you don't feel like pressured into doing all that, because especially like being in the public eye, you know, everybody's watching you, and they might be a little bit judgmental or something like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's very like you do feel the eyes, like you're like, oh my god, like what if I wear this and they don't like it, or what if I wear that? But you know, you always got to be yourself. Like you don't
you gotta do it for you.
No tienes que pensar lo que otra gente piense de ti, no. You gotta be yourself. 100%.
Claro, siempre. And Carmen, getting back to your music, I wanted to ask you personally, how do you define your own sound?
So it was really hard for me before to find my own sound, because like not my own sound, but like a commercial sound, because I've always sang like soul, jazz, like these like super old music, and like kids this age like don't listen to that. Actually, I don't know, maybe yes, but like as I know, they love listening to more commercial stuff. So I try to make like a combination of both. So I grab the like Latin like root of mine and the like soul jazz past that I have, and like made them like combined, you know what I mean? And then that's like my first song that I released called Volverás. It has like a like if you hear the background, it's like a really like different sound, you know. And like then Juegas, a recent one I just released with Feid, is super different from the first one. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing, just like making it different so people just like hear my different sounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you already touched upon that, because that's what I was going to jump into next. It's those two songs that you've just released. Like you said, you just released it in collaboration with Feid, who's also amazing.
First one, yeah, it was Volverás, and then the second one, Juegas with Feid, El Parcero, yeah, it was great. Like I did that song like at 2 a.m. in the morning with one of my best friends, and that same day, like I met my best friend. So it was like we had this like instant chemistry. That it was just like, we have to write a song about like for love at first sight, or like chemistry, and like, you know, like when you have a love relationship, or like una relación amistosa, you're like you have that connection like instantly. We wanted to write a song about that, and we did. It's called Juegas. And now, like, you know, like when you're in a relationship, tú das y recibes, ¿no? Porque siempre que estés en una relación, tú tienes que dar para que esa persona también te esté dando a ti. es mutuo. Entonces, we wrote it, we made it kind of like reggae, with a little pop, with like a little urban, and like to make it a little like catchy, like dancey. And I met Feid like through like a camp like a year ago, and then we didn't have like a conversation, but we kind of knew each other. So it was like I never thought that he was gonna be one of my songs. So it's like, it's so crazy. And then like we're in the same label, so Universal talked to him and showed him the song. He was like, yeah, of course. And then he was in the song, and it's so crazy because the video is so like amazing, like how it, like como fluyó, porque él tiene muy, o sea, él es muy tranquilo y yo soy muy hiperactiva. O sea, yo ahora estoy tratando de ser tranquila pues para no asustarte, pero él...
No, no importa, belleza.
Nuestra energía como que fluyó muy bien, porque él me dio esa tranquilidad y yo le di como de mi energía, entonces como que todo fluyó súper, súper bien.
Oh, I love that so much because he's such a great artist too, up and coming, and you've been coming out with music, like you came out with Volverás and now Juegas here with him, and I love the song, and like you already said, the video too, the creative vision. I wanted to know a little bit more about that because it's just so wonderful, the video, and your look with those like two high ponytails and everything, the pigtails, you look amazing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. I mean, those like two pigtails they're so heavy. I was like, ah, and every time they're like, catch me, like they were like really like, it's like my look. Like I always wear those two right now because it's really heavy, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear that right now because they get like it gave me a headache, really, and like,
oh my God.
It gave me like a bad headache. Like they were so tight because like I move a lot, so imagine just like the wig just coming off. No. So the creative vision, that was amazing because I was like, I don't want to make it as like a normal relationship story or like a normal love story. So we made it kind of like mysterious, like, you know, just like the chemistry, like the hands or like the kiss or like the guys with like the models with the bags on their heads, as it love is like blind, you know what I mean? And the colors, and I don't know, I just wanted to make it cool, but at the same time have like a little story behind it.
I think you succeeded. It's super dope, that video, like super trendy and all that. And your guys' look, like I said, you look amazing. Feid looks great, and I love the video so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, Carmen. And now let's talk a little bit about Volverás, which was your hit song that came right before this new one. And that's another one that I really loved. I was at your last press conference where we got to talk about it a little bit, but for the audience here, yes.
Right. Was it that conference that was like a lot of people?
Sí, estabas cantando and playing the guitar, and it was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember. But yeah, Volverás, it was crazy because that was like my first song ever. So it was like, I was really scared. I didn't know that people were gonna, you know, react that well to it. Even though I'm just like releasing music because it's my passion. I don't do it for applauses or I don't do it for fame. I like really like being in the studio and just like being able to do whatever I want and like just write whatever I feel, or whatever's in my head. And it was just crazy because I didn't know people were gonna like love it, you know. I was just like, okay, let's release this, you know, or this and this, and it was just like, how amazing is it, like, people love it. Like, I don't know, it was just like really out of nowhere for me, you know. It was just like seeing the numbers and I'm like, what the hell? But I'm really grateful and really excited.
It's a super great, catchy song. I was going to say love song, but I know that the message behind it also had to do with friendship. So it's to each their own. However, the audience, I guess, would interpret it, maybe if they're in a relationship or ex-relationship or something, or maybe if they've had a friendship breakup as well, which is, I know, part of what inspired you for that song.
Yeah.
And everybody can relate to it in their own different ways. And that's something so great because that's what you want.
100%. Thank you for liking it, though. That means a lot.
Liking it, I love it. The video also for that is super cool. Like everything you guys do, you have an amazing team with you as well, because this video, video with Feid. It's super dope. So I love your project.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Thank you.
Carmen, of course. And I wanted to ask you, how would you say that Juegas and Volverás are both similar and different? Because they are really different, but at the same time, you know, they're a little similar.
Yeah, I think the like difference is just that one is more like reggae and the other one's more like reggaeton kind of thing. And like the different, I mean, I said the difference already. No, the same is that both of them are kind of commercial. They have like this like chicle to it, like it's really like sticky. You can like keep listening to it, and then you're singing it all night and day. You know what I mean? So it's like it gets stuck in your head, and it's that time when you go to sleep and you're like, well, and you're like, I can't sleep. You know what I mean? But yeah.
The longest time that was me. I was like, "Tu volverás." And nobody wants to hear me singing, so you can imagine how everybody around me was like, "Ya basta." But me. So thank you so much for giving us not one banger, but two bangers that now I'm hearing this. I'm still memorizing the lyrics of Feid and everything, and it's super great. Yes.
Thank you so
I wanted
much.
to ask, of course, it's my absolute pleasure. So for Volverás, the ones who don't know watching, Tiny was a part of that project, and then this new project with Feid, I wanted to mention, they're both kind of in that reggaeton genre, and that little market over there in reggaeton. I was wondering, a lot of what you do, like you said, it's really commercial, como pop, but with a modern twist to it as well. So do you see yourself dabbling maybe into the reggaeton market, or do you just want to stick to, you know, your amazing music that you're doing right now?
Oh, I want to do like I want to do like everything. I want to do global. I think I'm going for that. I want to do like something that everyone can like vibe to. Like, you know, I don't want to stick to just one genre. I want to do like next year I'm releasing a bilingual EP, just saying that. And it's like it has like pop and like it's just like very different from what I'm doing right now, but I'm really excited because it's going to be great.
Oh my God, I'm so sure of it. I can't wait for that, especially because it's going to be bilingual. And, you know,
Yes.
our generation, that, porque hablamos en Spanglish.
We do. Oh.
It's both a good thing and bad thing, I think, sometimes. But I absolutely love that that's something that we can all, like, relate to. And that's, like, our thing. Like, our generation of Latin Americans or Latinos hablamos English. And it's
Where are you from?
So, well, my nationality or my ethnicity, I'm Ecuadorian, but born and raised in New York.
So you're in New York right now?
Yes, I am. It's
I love you. I know, I bet. Crazy.
And I love Miami. I wish I can go if it weren't for all of these things.
I know. So pretty.
Yeah, the palm trees, las palmeras and all that.
Beach. I'm in front of the beach, so it's like really pretty.
It's so amazing. Is that something that you find inspires you when you make music too? It's like
yeah, 100%. Yeah, like the beach is just for me peaceful. Like it's medicine. Like every time I see the ocean, I have it right in front of me right now. So it's like every time I see it, it's just like you're fine. It's like, you know, it's like it's very soothing.
Is that where you find yourself usually creating music, by the beach and by the water?
Yeah, I have my guitar, and like every morning I just go outside and with my coffee I just play, and it just makes me calm down because I suffer a lot from anxiety, and like I feel that you have to be good with your mental health to be like good to everyone else. You know, it's like you have to be good with yourself, and then, you know.
That's such an important message to be sharing with everybody watching. So I appreciate you saying that, because especially in these days and these times that we're living through, it's easy to forget about your mental health, as you know, as well as your actual health. And it's something that you really need to take care of, because you'll go nuts, honestly, especially those who are staying at home in times like this. You know, you just need to do something for you and stay calm and stay zen, really.
Yeah, 100%. And that's me. Like I'm hyperactive, and like for me to be stuck at home, it just makes me crawl up the fucking walls. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I can like picture that.
No, they're already scratched.
Oh my God, no, I'm dying. You have me dying. Carmen, I want to thank you so much for your time. And you said that you're going to come out with a bilingual next year. So stay atento a eso. Where should we be looking out for on your social media channel if you'll make an announcement next year?
So Carmen DeLeon in every platform. So Spotify, everywhere, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. Just
I can't wait. I'm
DeLeon.
going to be looking out for that. And I'm sure that everybody else will too. Before you go, Carmen, can you sing us a little bit of Juegas?
Yes. So the chorus. Let me go. Si la juegas bien, puedo mañana amanecer sobre tu almohada, bien relajada. Si la juegas bien, quizá mañana yo estaré de ti abrazada sobre tu almohada.
Oh my God, I've got goosebumps, piel de gallina, literally all over. I love that song so much. Like I said, I'm still learning the lyrics. I love it so much though. It's super catchy. And that's the next one I'm going to be annoying all my family with. So thank you so much, Carmen. It's such a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Lo voy a hacer.
Thank you so much for having me.